Facebook. Oh, right. Facebook. Lots of people are using Facebook groups now to do different activities in the classroom. I would strongly recommend, it's up to you. I don't know, how many of you have Facebooks? Almost none of you. Some of you won't admit it. Some of you do have Facebook. Those of you who don't probably will end up with a Facebook, even though you swear you won't in the next little while. Set up 2 individual Facebooks. Set up a Facebook that is you dealing with your students and another one that is you. Some people have their students and their relatives and everybody all on their Facebooks. They don't do much with it anyway. They use it to manage their classes. Here's the thing people haven't really thought about. And somebody wrote an article for, it was down in the States. It might have been actually in the Chronicle. It may not have been. And it's something they call Creepy Treehouse. Has anybody ever heard of Creepy Treehouse? Creepy Treehouse is the opposite from students invading our privacy on our Facebooks. Creepy Treehouse says, do you really have a right to insist that students give you access to their Facebook because you've created a group and you want them to join it? And a lot of people when this person wrote this article went, whoa, like this is revelation. Whoa. But it's worth thinking about, is that a lot of students are getting uncomfortable feeling that they had to join this Facebook group with their Facebook because their prof got all excited about Facebook and set up a site. Now they can do the same thing. They could set up an alternative, if you have another email address, they could set up an alternative Facebook. And everybody can always go to Gmail and get another email address. But that's work. And there is a question is, do my professors have a right to deal with my personal electronic life? And it's a good, it's not a bad question. It's similar to, years ago, God, this was so many years ago, 15 years ago now, when web pages were really cool, and making web pages was the deal. I was in the education faculty at the University of Calgary, and all the ed tech people, the educational technology people, were just geeking out on web pages like crazy. And one of the assignments for one of these master's courses in educational technology was that you had to create your own personal web page and put these things on it. And upload it. I wasn't in the class, but I remember saying at the time to somebody, I don't think they should be able to force people to upload information about themselves onto the internet if they don't want to. Yes, it's cool, it's a web page. And this prof, and we've had a lot of evolution since then of educational technology and things, but this prof wasn't letting them put bogus names. They had to put, my name is, and I'm in this degree program, and I said they can make them build the web page. God knows what they were even building it in back then. I don't want to think about that. But uploading it live was the issue. Part of the compelling reason for Facebook, well, Facebook is a lot more agile as far as adding pictures and things, and it's got the events. WebCT is a bad example because it's kind of archaic, but as we get other course management systems forward, I don't really think there's that much of a need. Facebook is accessible to non-WebCT people. That's one of the reasons why. A lot of the uses on university campuses for Facebook have more to do with groups. Like we have one at the Educational Development Center for our TAs. We have a TA group that we can put, events and notices and things on. But it's totally by choice. I'm not a really big fan of using Facebook groups for class projects because of that. I think we've got enough alternative tools that we can do that on. Now, students will like to create a Facebook group. If they've got a group project and 5 of us are there, they can create a Facebook group for your project and then you can go and hand material back and forth. They could do that also in WebCT. So it's a good question. Second Life is a whole other, how many people are familiar with Second Life? Second Life is an alternative world that is virtual on the internet. You create your own avatar. I started to play with Second Life and then I got obsessed on my eyebrows on my avatar and just never got any further. But you create an image of yourself and you give it a name and your avatar walks around in this virtual world. You pay real First Life money for property in Second Life. You can buy an island for about $5,000. $5,000 like real Canadian dollars. And a lot of institutions now, though, have put some very cool things up on Second Life where they're replicating their entire university. Canadian Border Services has created in Second Life their entire training program for border guards. So that in Second Life you go to the border and then you are the border guard that's working at the border, and it's Web 2.0 at its best. and some of the opportunities for simulation there, and it's just phenomenal and scary. Yeah.